grabe. Papalo 100 next week.
Galon. Ganun din pag nag-commute ka pagod ka pa.
Mahal na naman.
Wala daw na 31.
Wala tayong 31. So yung Holy Week, wala na.
Wala na ba yun?
April 7 na tayo. Pahinga tayo sa linggo. Tapos yung last 3 games na ng 7. Pagbalik natin yung 3 games. Yung 3 games yung boss, no?
Yun, no? 3 games. Tuesday. Nasa na oras na kayo uwi nun? Lalo na.
As we come back here at the Hoop Spirit Basketball Court, Coach John Apos giving you the live action. This is the battle between the uprising Grand Philippines, who have taken their second win during the last match. Now once going for a back-to-back win, while AC Dragons are on a roll with a back-to-back win. But AC Dragon will miss the service right now. One of their main man, Renzel Yonko. So they will rely on more on Martin Ang. And the big man scores Wayne C immediately with the 2 points. And let's check the starting five for both teams. Let's start with the white shirt, Carlo Lim. Kasama niya, of course, ang kanyang brother Angelo Lim. Together with Joshua Cabiltes, number 8 Jeffrey Tan, and completing the roster, number 11. That's Jacob Go. While AC Dragon, we have Wayne C who made that first 2 points. Martin Ang, Kerwin Noble, the sweet shooting Kerwin Noble, with Kyle Gunn. And the man in the middle will be Norberto Martin. Tan getting that open look. Jeffrey Tan will miss. So again, that same defense that we are seeing. Grand Philippines going for a backstand, or rather the AC Dragon going for a backstand one. As Noble with that 3 points. Kyle Gunn. Jeffrey Tan again misses that jumper. Martin Noble, Norberto Martin hitting that rebound. Martin Ang, quick hands by Carlo Lim. Carlo zigzagging, Carlo dancing, Gunn getting that steal. Plus a foul, and of course this is your Stick-O Banawi Basketball Cup Season 1. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, our league sponsors, Stick-O and Happy Cow. Also, thank you very much to Platinum sponsor Iceberg Insulated, with our gold sponsor, Spit Daily PH, Australian Harvest Ideal Pasta. Our silver sponsors, Comida, Easy Golden Way Merchandising, Potato, Sigma Construction, Petron West Avenue. Our official outfitter, Apex Custom Activewear, together with the creative by Boss Edison Chan. And our official game ball, Wilson Basketball. Angelo Lim. And the first basket from Jacob Go, from a setup by Angelo Lim. Another 2 points para sa AC Dragon Properties with their team manager. Big shout out to the team manager, Ma'am Ana Isabel Chua, the owner of this AC Dragon Properties Incorporated. Martin Ang, Noble, Martin, easy to gun. Wayne C, corner jumper is good. Wayne C now with 6 points of that, or 4 points. Carlo Lim fouled by Kyle Gunn. And he'll be shooting 2 free throws. For Carlo Benosa, Charles checking in for Norberto Martin. Also Matthew Ang, the playing coach Matthew Ang is inside. This is his brother Martin Noble. So Matthew Martin for 3, way up. With our game official, Bonbon Pascual, Onin Perez, and Carlos Sebastian. And of course, Commissioner Elton Seng and Commissioner Kenji Ang. Noble, second 3-pointer, good line. But that ball will go over the backboard. 9-6. Joshua Cabiltes. Angelo Lim, met by Wayne C. Angelo, Cabiltes, faking, Cabiltes, teardrop, short. Benosa with the rebound. And Martin Ang with that lefty layup is good. Carlo, met by 2 yellow players, 2 Dragons. Matthew. Carlo Lim escaping the defense but missing that shot. Matthew loses that ball. Wayne C recovers. Charles Benosa, 1-foot jumper is missed. Joshua Cabiltes stepping on the gas, goes for a drive. Short on that finger roll. Benosa with the rebound. AC Dragon. Here's Martin, open. Misses that one. Carlo Lim. Go. And Noble, 3 on 1. Martin, Matthew Ang misses. Martin put back, miss. Cabiltes, the lone defender, gets that rebound. And Carlo Lim in and out on that shot. And last shot will be on Angelo Lim. And we have a platoon substitution for both teams. Noble and Wayne C gets out for Grant C. And Ralph Lim, while Cabiltes and go. Goes out. Checking in is Rice Barraza, the Barraza brothers, together with Kyle. Martin overshoots that one. Angelo Lim with the rebound. Also, Yu is also inside. Andre Yu against Benosa. Misses. Benosa with getting that tap. Matthew Ang. Matthew driving. Partially blocked by Angelo Lim. Carlo Lim. Zigzagging. Met by 3 Dragons. Angelo. And Benosa will be called for a foul. Kyle Barraza holding that ball for the first time. Gives it to his brother Reese. Angelo Lim against Benosa. Kyle Barraza in and out. Long rebound for Martin Ang. Here's Matthew. Grand C taking. Grance, partially blocked. Good defense by Angel Olim. But Charles Binosa will do the putback. 7-point lead. Barasa pulls up a midi. Too strong. Martin Ang. Martin, teardrop, miss. Battle for the rebound. Here's Binosa, and Andre Yu will be called for a foul. Joshua Cabiltes checking back in for Angelo. Giant Philippines going small, but a faster one. Ralph Lim ready to check in for Charles Binosa. Charles Binosa will make this basket. Grancy giving that ball alive. AC Dragon. And AC Dragon will turn that ball over. Binosa replaced by Ralph Lim. Grand Philippines coming into this ball game with 2 wins and 4 losses, while AC Dragon with 4 wins and 2 losses. Both are on their 7th game of the tournament. And Kyle Barasa, after the 3rd try, will connect a 3. Lead has been cut down to just 4. And Martin Ang retaliate with the 3 points. Upping the lead to 8. Barasa. Carlo Lim. And that will be a foul on number 17, Patrick Go. As he put down that hands. 17, Patrick Go, his first personal. 14 foul for AC Dragon with 2 minutes and 56 remaining in the first. Carlo Lim, our player of the week. 41 points on his last outing. With the win over the CYD. Ang. Patrick Go missing that 3. Carlo Lim rebound. Carlo to Cabiltes using that glass and scores a 2. 5-point lead, 16-11. Grancy. Well defended by Riz Barasa on the post. Ralph Lim. Kicks out. Martin Ang fakes. Martin. 5 to shoot. Go. Martin. 1 to shoot. Aabutan siya ng shot clock. Barasa. Carlo Lim on the post. Carlo against Patrick Go. Getting that enough separation from the defense of Patrick Go after that bump. Martin Ang with that lefty finger roll. It was a foul. Basket will count. Riz Barasa will be called for his first personal. Martin Ang. Bonus free throw. Kyle Gunn checking back in for Patrick Go. And Kyle will once be again guarding Carlo Lim. Cabiltes, Riz, good fake. And that will be 2 free throws for Riz. Norberto Martin checking back in for Grand C. Chris missing the purse. Martin Ang, corner 3, miss. Carlo Lim. Carlo attacking, fishing for a foul, scoring a 2. And we'll be shooting bonus free throw. Andre Yu will take a rest here as Angelo Lim checks back in. Carlo Lim missing that free throw. Second foul on Ralph Lim. Martin. Kyle Gan drops it to Ralph Lim. Angelo Lim getting that steal. And that will be a travel. Dati pwedeng gawin eh. Pwede kang tumayo dati pero ngayon hindi mo na talaga magagawa eh. Kahit you have a dribble, hindi mo na matatayo. And freaking foul. Noble. And they will be giving extra minute rest para dito kay Martin Ang with 32.6 seconds remaining. Good shuffling of men for Coach Matthew at this early part. Ralph Lim missing both free throws. Angelo Lim. Tabiltes against Ralph Lim and scores a 2. Lead has been cut down to 1, 19-18, just a 1-point lead. Matthew going for the last shot. Matthew kicks out. And we will end the first quarter with a 1-point lead from the AC Dragon Properties Incorporated against Grand Philippines. We'll be back after the break. Renzel Yongo missing action para sa AC Dragons. They have 9 players on the bench while 7 or 8 sa Grand Philippines. Going big right now are the AC Dragon. Angelo Lim hesitating to take that shot. Carlo Lim, first attempt on the Rainbow Territory, miss. And Charles Venosa secures that letter. Matthew. Here's Noble. Way up on that one. Angelo Lim. Kyle Barasa. In and out. Norberto Martin, another rebound for him. Matthew Ang drives to the middle. And holding foul will be called against Joshua Cabiltes. His first personal. Grand C hit the side of the board. Carlo Lim. Carlo Lim, great control on that footwork. And scores another 2. Grand C, mini jumper is good. Sorry, AC Dragon won over CYD during their last game. Oh, miscue between Rich Baraza and Carlo Lim. Turnover for Grand Philippines. And Joshua Cabiltes with an easy layup. Pull-up jumper, miss. Carlo Lim, zigzagging. Carlo, attacking, setting up wrist. Wrist too strong. And good tap on that loose ball. Here's Joshua Cabildes. 17-footer pull-up, miss. Baraza giving a 3-point lead for Grand Philippines. 24-21. Matthew missing that 3. Medyo matulis yung tira. Carlo spinning. Carlo baseline pull-up, miss. Charles Benosa with a rebound.
Go, go!
AC Dragon 3-1. And Grand C, ping the roll, scores a 2. And Grand Philippines calling a timeout. We will be coming back. Grand Philippines almost loses that possession. There will be a foul against number 11, Jacob Go. Here's AC Dragon. Grand C. Missing. Angelo Lim. He will be hacked by Charles Benosa. Second foul on Charles Benosa. So 10 players for AC Dragon, while 8 for Grand Philippines. Lim missing the free throw. Joshua Cabildes reporting back to the scorer's table. Back-to-back misses para the Grand Philippines. Kyle Barasa cannot complete that steal. Natapik. Matthew Ang. Matthew will travel. Here's Carlo Lim with the ball. Carlo entry pass, partial deflected by Grand C. We are now in the halfway mark of the second quarter. At 6 minutes, Joshua Cabildes way up on that three. Charles Benosa escaping the defense of Grand Philippines. Here's Matthew Ang. Matthew, Charles Benosa for three. Almost. Andre Yu with the rebound. And a jump ball. Possession will go back to AC Dragon on that held ball situation. Charles Benosa will score a two, and they will regain back the lead, 26-24. Cabildes, go. Carlo, 10 to shoot. Carlo to go, step through. Tapigan ng bola, Cabildes, one-on-one against Benosa, and Cabildes will score on that pass break. Matthew Ang, still 0-2 from the Rainbow territory. Charles Benosa, susubok ulit. 0-2 also, Carlo Lim. Carlo escaping the defense. He will go get that flight plan. Last touch on Carlo. Jeffrey Tan checks back in together with Rich Barasa for Andre Wu and Jacob Go. Grand C, short. 3 straight misses on the Rainbow territory para sa AC Dragon. Carlo Lim on top. Short also on the 3. Rich Barasa. Angelo Lim attacks. Clobbered. And he will turn that ball over with a traveling violation. Benosa scoring a 2. Jeffrey Tan, long bomb will not explode. Matthew Sige lang. Martin Ang for 3. Miss. And Joshua Cabeltes all alone with that finger roll. And a timeout will be called by AC Dragon. Will be coming back. Bon, magtayin yung 7, pinahubad ko na yung headband niya. Magtayin yung 7, pag nakita niyo nakasuot ulit.
Kaya patingin ng minutes.
Pwede nyo
Hindi
kung
siya- tignan niyo. Sinabi ko dapat metal. Sabi ko dapat rubber lang mo talaga. Hindi ko talaga.
Pot, pasok pot.
Yung sa 17, hindi ko alam eh. Kung parehas eh. Back to the ball game, a 2-point lead by Grand Philippines. Patrick Go. Here's Angelo Lim. Riz is open. Riz Barasa driving. Back to Angelo. Midi jumper. 12-footer midi is good. Charles Binosa. Charles on that drive. Foul will be called to number 4. That will be second foul on
second po, sorry.
Riz Baraza. Fresh 14. Patrick Go. Floating 3. Miss. And Kyle Gunn will miss that putback. Here's Joshua Cabiltes. Kepritan. Teardrop one hand is miss. Will miss. Ralph Lim secures the ball. 4-point lead by Grand Philippines. Charles Binosa. Carlo Lim with a steal. Carlo slowing down a bit. Carlo. Isolation. And Kyle Gunn will be called for pushing foul. Hand check on Kyle. Angelo Lim against Binosa. Picking. Jeffrey missing that 3. Charles Binosa with the rebound. Martin Ang. Three to shoot. And the buzzer will sound. And at the end of the first half, our score, Grand Philippines with 32-28 for AC Dragon. Will be coming back. lahat na pwedeng makakos ng accident.
Si Albert pala pag-ibig rito, yan.
Ha?
Si Albert.
As we come back to the ball game, this is your second half. You're still watching the Stico Banawe Basketball Club. Inaugural season, Coach Jan Haput. Kasama natin ang ating mga commissioners, Commissioner Elton Seng and Commissioner Kenji Ang. And of course, this is presented to you by Stico and Happy Cow, our league sponsor. And there's a basket. Oh, Kylo Lim, big rebound. Quick hands by Ralph Lim. Lefty layup, put back. Baraza gives it to Joshua Cabiltes. Posting up, Kylo Lim. Joshua, open look at the three, misses. Kylo Lim will be called for a foul. Defense of Kyle Gunn affecting Kylo Lim. And there's a show of sportsmanship between Kyle Gunn and Kylo Lim. Clancy, Ralph Lim! Missing that one. Rebound, Andre Yu. And a reach-in foul will be called on number 13. Itong si Norberto Martin. Clancy will finish the layup. Martin, steal by Kyle Baraza. Andre Wu. Battle for the loose ball. Grancy. Grancy to Norberto Martin. Blocked by Yu. Gun. And Grancy will score. 1 point lead by Grand Philippines. 35-34. Kylo Lim will attack. Pass it to Reese. Baraza. Kyle misses. Wu cannot control that ball. Ralph Lim with the rebound. Kyle Gan to Martin Ang. Battle for the loose ball. Kylo Lim with a big shot on the turnaround jumper. 37-34. Ralph Lim misses. Chris Barasa. Ralph Lim. Grancy. And a foul will be called on Joshua Cabiltes. Patrick Go checking in for Kyle Gunn. Kylo Lim for Reese Baraza. Grancy will be shooting 2 free throws. Lane violation on Grancy. as he was caught stepping on that free throw line. Kyle Barasa, Grand Philippines holding on to the 2-point lead, and Joshua Cabiltes will lose the leather. Martin, Grancy, Norberto, Martin to Grancy for a three, in and out, rebound. Kyle Barasa to Joshua Cabiltes. Joshua. Here's Martin Ang. Ralph Lim on the post. Reset, Martin Ang with the ball. Getting that high pick. Martin step back. Ralph Lim. And Andre Yu will be called for a hacking foul. Joshua Cabiltes must concentrate on his play. There might be a contact, but not enough for a call, as he is the one who tries to create that contact, no? So he just needs to focus on his game. Let the game officials do their job. And Patrick Go will be called for pushing foul. Tyler Lim speeding up and up. Missed there by Andre Yu. Grancy secures the leather. Martin, lead pass. What a steal. What a leap there. Cabiltes. And again, he will be called for a charging. She entered the cylinder of the defense. Ralph Lim checks out here for Matthew Ang. Riz Baraza for Andre Yu. Jacob Go also ready to check back in. Grancy against Angelo Lim. Pulls up. 17-footer baseline jumper is good. Joshua Cabiltes, Angelo Lim. Angelo to Joshua, using that glass. Scores a two. Martin Ang on the speed. Martin, teardrop. Game is tied at 41-37. Or we are tied at 39.
Sir, tatlo. 17.
Third foul on Patrick Go. Riz, Angelo Lim, Kyle Barasa. That ball kissed the glass and scores a three. 42-39. Matthew Ang gives it to his younger brother, Martin. Grancy, Pinoy step, kicks out. Set up three, misses. Kyle Lim with another rebound. Kyle Barasa, lead pass, still. And Kyle Barasa getting that steal. Carlo Lim missing that three. Grancy with the rebound. Martin Ang sees an opening at the baseline. Drives to the hoop. Challenged by Angelo, and Angelo Lim will be called for a foul. Martin Ang, 2 free throws. Jacob Go for Joshua Cabiltes. Martin making the first. 1-point lead by Grand Philippines. Kyle Barasa. Chris. Finding Jacob Go to Kyle. Corner. Reese drives. Reese hangs in the air and scores a 2. (44-41). Back to a 3-point lead. Martin Ang for the tie. Long rebound. Matthew. Still can't buy a basket. Here's Carlo stepping on the gas. Carlo will be shooting 2 free throws. A duty foul on Matthew Ang. Just making sure that there will no chance for the 3-point play. Carlo again on the 4.5-meter line. A very reliable free throw shooter in this tournament. Of course, a former member of the champion team. Benilde Blazers. Teardrop. Matthew Sales struggling. Zigzagging. Carlo Lim. Oh. And again, Matthew Ang sacrificing his body on that bump. Race to Carlo. Carlo on the post. And the turnaround jumper will miss this time. Martin Ang to his kuya. Matthew. Charles Binosa against Jacob Go. Charles attacking the defense of the white shirt. He will miss. Angelo Lim. Kalawit rebound. Wrist open at the corner for 3. In and out. Martin Ang 1 against 4. Good transition defense by the Grand Philippines. Charles Binosa again. Charles. Lose that leather. Reese. Gets that loose ball. Kyle. To Angelo Lim. But Angelo will travel.
Warning po, may warning. 17, warning 17.
Warning for taking a foul on number 17. And 27 in the third. A 5-point lead by Grand Philippines. A low-scoring ball game, 46-41. Grand C, teardrop, good. Another great game for Grand C. Kepritan missing that layup. Here's Matthew. Charles Binosa. Biniyabit yung bola sa gitna. And he scores the 2. And the Grand Philippines is calling a timeout. We will be back after the break. a 1-point lead. Grand Philippines. Kyle Barasa missing that pull-up jumper. Matthew. Here's Kyle Gan. Missed that three. Kyle Barasa. Joshua Cabiltes. Joshua crossover. Passing that baseline. Andre Yu is the recipient of that great pass. Back to a 3-point lead. Matthew Ang. And another miss by AC Dragon. And Carlo Lim slowing down this game. That's enough to cross the backcourt. Carlo showing Kyle Gan that ball. He spins. He recovers. Setting up his brother. A miss by Angelo. Martin. And Angelo Lim will be called for a foul. 2 free throws here as the Grand Philippines is under the penalty. Martin Ang going for a free three at the third quarter. That is their only attempt here at the half. Kyle Barasa. And that will be the end of the third quarter. 48-45 will be coming back. Anin? Nin? Dami.
Dalawa na lang ata, no? Yellow. 11 tsaka 11.
1 minute sa 15, 1:30 sa 11. Sa inyo po,
Ano?
May warning na tayo sa
number
kabila.
8, 1 minute
Sino ulit?
and 3 seconds.
7, 11, 15 sa akin?
Hindi po, ano?
Turnover ka na.
Number 11 tsaka 15.
11, 15.
Opo, 11 sa 15.
Pagod na ako eh.
Sino may warning sa...
17.
11 tsaka 15.
17 lang meron. Here at the start of the fourth and final quarter of the Stick O Banawe Basketball Cup inaugural season,
Yellow.
presented to you by our league sponsor Stick O and Happy Cow, our platinum sponsor Iceberg Insulated, with our gold sponsor Speed Daily PH, Australian Harvest, Ideal Pasta, together with silver sponsors Comida, Easy Golden Way Merchandising, Potato, Sigma Construction, and Petron West Avenue. Also would like to give and acknowledge our official outfitter, the Apex Custom Activewear, together with the Creative Hub by Boss Edison Chan, our official Game Ball Wilson Basketball. And of course our commissioners, Elton Seng and Commissioner Kenji Ang. And a 3-point at the start of this quarter to tie the game. And reaching foul will be called on Martin Noble. Or Kerwin Noble, sorry. Cabiltes kicks out. Kyle Barasa. Babawin Andres. Back to a 3-point lead for Grand Philippines, 51-48. And Charles Venosa scoring on the free throw jumper. Lead has been cut down to 1. Angelo Lim with the ball. Angelo to Barasa. Cabiltes. Angelo. Drives in the middle. Angelo for the layup and scores a 2. Matthew Ang. Charles Vinosa picking that shot. Charles. Matthew. Goes for a 3. Short. Battle for the rebound. Matthew shoots over. Missing that layup. Good defense by Joshua Cabiltes. Carlo Lim on the attack. Finger roll. And shoots. 55-50. And Matthew Ang scoring. Kyle Barasa missing that 3. Charles Espinosa, 1-foot step back jumper. Almost. Is Cabiltes. Cabiltes to Carlo. Carlo Lim. Guarded by Matthew Ang. This is his brother. Angelo Lim. That shot will overshoot. Here's Carlo Lim with 3, 4. Gold defender and Matthew Ang will give up a foul. As Grancy checking back in. Luis Barraza and Andre Yu checking back in for Angelo Lim and Jeffrey Tan. Andre Yu, big shot. Bring back a 5-point lead for his Grand Philippines. 8:45 remaining. And with that 3 points, coming from Charles Vinosa. Lead is cut down to 3. Oh, what a dipsy-do shot, but he will miss. Last shot on Grand Philippines. Kyle Gan for Ralph Lim. Here's a 1-2-2. Long 3, Martin Ang misses. Tapigan ng bola. Riz Barasa with the rebound. Riz, lead pass to his brother Kyle. Kyle, oops! And a foul will be called on Kyle Gan. Joshua Cabiltes will take 2 free throws. Ang Grancy turn around jumper, no problemo. 1 point lead by Grand Philippines. 58-57. Andre Yu with the same shot, but this time, he will miss that one. And Matthew Ang with a one-hand teardrop. AC Dragon regains back the lead. 59-58, 7 minutes remaining. Carlo Lim and Grancy will be called for a foul. First foul on Grancy. So free throws for Carlo. as his brother Angelo Lim checks back in. Carlo tying this game with that first shot. Missing the second. Macho Ang, Binosa, Gun, Kyle, another steal or a jump ball will be called here. Possession. For Grand Philippines. Joshua Beltes will not get that basket. Ang Martin finding the open Kalgan underneath the basket, and a 2-point lead by AC Dragon. Carlo asking for that ball. Carlo escapes the defense. And an offensive foul will be called on Carlo Lim. Carlo with his third personal on that offensive foul. And back-to-back foul on Carlo Lim as Grand C will score another basket. Fourth personal foul on Carlo Lim. Grand C cannot complete that 3-point play. Joshua Cabeltes. Kyle Barasa, a steal, bad pass. And that is a foul of an experienced player, making sure that there will be no chance for a 3-point play. Andre Yu replacing Cabeltes to give him some rest.
Galingan natin, idol.
2-for-2 for Martin Ang. Chris Barasa. Chris. 3. Miss. C with the rebound. And that time, Kyle Gunn not ready to accept that, to catch that pass. Chris Barasa, Carlo Lim. This is to Kyle. Kyle guarded by Martin. Oh, Kyle, good ball movement. Reese open at the corner, miss. Battle for the rebound, Charles Benosa. Good boxing out tactics against Angelo Lim. Martin Ang now with the ball. Martin, fishing expedition. There will be no whistle. It's a 3-on-2. Another 3-on-2 this time for the AC Dragon. Binosa. Angelo Lim stealing that ball. Angelo to Carlo. Carlo. And that will be a blocking foul.
Apat na. Kyle Gunn, second fourth foul. Apat. Okay. Anim naman do? Anim.
Kyle Gunn with his fourth personal. .35 remaining. Still anybody's ball game. Lead has been cut down to 4, 65-61. At this fourth quarter, AC Dragon has outscored their opponent 20-13. Grancy, another jumper! Grancy stepping up big time in the absence of Renzel Yongo. Carlo Lim, Barasa, pass it to Kyle. Kyle misses. Boo with the rebound. Carlo Lim, pull up three. In and out. Grancy secures the letter. AC Dragon leading by 6. And a backcourt violation. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Riz. Angelo. Back to Riz. Here's Carlo. Carlo will attack. Will push for a foul. And a holding foul will be called on number 10. Martin Ang. Penalty. And they will use the pre-3.
Wala na parehas ha, wala na parehas.
And what an execution of the pre-3. Lead has been cut down to 3. 67-64. Both teams have no more pre-3 at this ball game. Grancy. Matthew Ang. Matthew, pull up. In and out. Tapigan ng bola. Carlo Lim secures the letter for Grand Philippines. Here's Carlo. And that will be an offensive foul. As he dipped that shoulder. Carlo Lim getting his 5th personal foul in this ball game. 2 minutes and 5. We are now in the twilight zone in the last 2 minutes of this fourth quarter. AC Dragon enjoying a 3-point lead. Possession stays in Grand Philippines. Ten on the shot clock for AC Dragon. Ang. Grancy, Martin Ang. Ang drives. Rebound by Yu. 3 on 2. Carlo against Grancy. Battle for the rebound. Charles Minosa. Martin Ang. Andre Wu, Yu. And Martin will score. Matthew with a big steal. Matthew Ang, lefty layup. With a flex. AC Dragon now with 7-point lead. Kyle Barasa, miss. Tapigan ng bola to White Shirts. Battle it out. Matthew to his brother Martin. Grancy. Grancy to Martin. Martin to Matthew. Matthew. And there will be a foul before the shot clock expires. final score 73-64. Grand Philippines will go down 2 wins and 5 losses. While AC Dragon will now have 5 wins and 2 losses, as they will be in the second spot. AC Dragon on a 3-game winning streak, while Grand Philippines cannot still find that back-to-back win. So, in behalf of our sponsors, the league sponsors Tico and Happy Cow, kasama natin of course ang ating Commissioner Elton Zeng and Commissioner Kenji Ang. This is Coach Janapo saying thank you for watching Tico Banawe Basketball Cup. See you all on Tuesday. Good night and keep smiling, everyone.